Hey guys, Livid Gaming here, and today we're going to be doing another comment discussion video, and we're going to be looking to a comment left on our last video, and it says, what if America turns communist? So this comment seemed interesting enough to make a quick video on, but before we get into it, I gotta mention our sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace is the top domain for creating your own beautiful website for whatever you need. They offer simple tools and awesome templates to make the process super easy in order to build your own website. Use the link in the description below, squarespace.com/livid for 10% off your first website. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. So when thinking about America turning communist, I thought about when was a good time they had turned communist, and what a better time than the Great Depression. I mean, people were pretty desperate. I mean, they're pretty strong activists back then for communists too. So in this alternate timeline, why don't we just make that the case? So, FDR never really gets elected into office. Instead, the people elect for a socialist leader. And yeah, so with a socialist leader in place and switching over to a whole communist government, basically everything has to get overhauled and rewritten. But after that, things become pretty parallel with our own timeline. So World War II still happens, unfortunately. But in this case, instead of the US and USSR just having a common enemy, they basically become best buddies in this war and stomp all over Germany, which ends the war sooner and basically makes the world better in that aspect. I mean, less casualties, shorter war. Who wouldn't want that? In the Pacific, however, it's kind of a different story. In this alternate timeline, we wouldn't have nukes. So instead, we just firebomb Japan, basically destroying everything. And yeah, I mean, what else can I say? It's firebombing. Yeah, so instead of installing a democratic government, we install a communist government there. In this alternate timeline, I mean, it just seems right. So yeah, with that out of the way, with the United States being communist, basically there's no really need to contain it at all. I mean, it'd be kind of hypocritical. So instead, communist is just free to spread its influence around the world, and basically any country becomes communist, and they all eventually do, which is a pretty good thing. It unites the whole world, I mean. So the US and USSR basically just improve mankind as a whole because they're still global superpowers, but I mean, in a good way. So, unfortunately, in this timeline, technology isn't as good as our own because war drives innovation, and there just isn't that much war in this timeline. So, I mean, that kind of sucks, but small price to pay for a global peace, am I right? I mean, who wouldn't want that? So, that's really it, guys. That's my take on American communism, and I hope you enjoyed. Once again, thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.